Hello friend. Today are we going to discuss very important topic, that is a trick to find out the hybridization of atom in given chemical compounds. Because on this topic various question asked in various example like in NET, GATE, SET, or not only in also in public sector like ONGC, BARC, Hindustan Petroleum. On this topic, that is hybridization, various question asked to find out the hybridization of the particular atom in given compounds. So before moving to the main topic, let's understand the basic concept related to our today topics. So trick to find out the hybridization of atom in given chemical compounds. So basically in this example like methane, chloroform, carbon dioxide, trifluoroboran, ammonia, PCl3, phosphorus pentachloride, hexafluorosulfur, water, hydrochloric acid. In this example we can find out the hybridization of the particular atoms. So basically we know the formula, basic trick to formula, that is calculation of hybridization. So basically hybridization equal to the number of sigma bonds in given compounds plus number of lone pair in the given compound. By putting this data in this example we can able to find out the hybridizations. So basically before moving to the main topic, let's understand the basic concept related to our topic, that is what is valency and valence electrons. So basically first is valency. So valency nothing but it is the ability of atom combined with another atom is called as valency. Now second example, that is valence electrons. So basically outermost shell of the atom is called as valence shell, and electron present in that shell are nothing but the valence electrons. So valence electron nothing but the electron present in last shell of atom are nothing but the valence electron, and valence is nothing but the ability combined with another atom. So we know the carbon have form 4 covalent bond with another atom are nothing but the valency. So therefore carbon have 4 valency. So let's understand both the topic, that is valence electron and valency, by using this example. So in this example, find out the valency and valence electron in chlorine. So basically we know the chlorine have the 17 atomic number. So therefore electronic configuration of chlorine is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p5. So in third cell there is total 7 electron, 2 plus 5, that is total 7 electrons. So we know the valence electron. So basically electron present in last cell of atom are nothing but the valence electron. So therefore there is a 7 valence electron in the chlorines. And now let's understand valency. So basically p orbital here they have, we know the capacity of p orbital basically 6 electrons. So basically there is one need of 1 electrons, there is because there is 5 electrons. So basically chlorine require 1 electron to complete the fulfill the p orbital. So there is a 1 need of electron. So basically chlorine have 1 valency. Therefore halogen family have 7 valence electron in all halogen family, and all halogen have 1 valency. I hope you understand the basic concept, that is valency and valence electron and formula for hybridization. So basically formula for hybridization is the number of sigma bond plus number of lone pair in the atoms. So by knowing this number of sigma bond and number of lone pair, you can easily find out the hybridization of atom in given chemical compounds. So let's understand the concept, that is find out the hybridization by using the following examples. So let's understand by using this for example 1. So basically they are saying find out the hybridization of for the following chemical compound. The first example is trifluoroboran, methane, chloroform, carbon dioxide, ammonia, PCl3, PCl5, hexafluorosulfur, water, hydrochloric acid. So let's understand first example, that is trifluoroborans. So basically first step is the, we know the boron have 5 atomic orbitals. So first step to find out the electronic configuration of the boron. So basically electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p1, that is a total 5 electrons. So in second cell there is 2 orbitals that have 3 valence electrons. So therefore there is a total 3 valence electron in the borons. So basically we know boron have 3 valence electron, 1, 2, 3, and we have 3 fluorine atom in the boron compound, that is trifluoroboran. So basically 3 fluorine combined with 3 valence electron, that from 3 sigma bond, therefore the sigma bond nothing but the 3 atomic orbitals. So we know the formula for hybridization, that is the number of sigma bond plus number of lone pairs. So in this example there is 3 sigma bonds and then plus there is no lone pairs, therefore there is a hybridization equal to the 3, that is 3 sigma bond, and 3 sigma bond are nothing but the 3 atomic orbitals. So therefore 3 atomic orbital we obtain. So basically hybridization is the sp2, because 1s and 2p, therefore they satisfy 3 orbitals. So hybridization of the difluoroborane is sp2. And possible geometry of difluoroborane is trigonal planar, and bond angle between them is 120 degree. Now take another example, second example, that is methane. So we know first step is find out the hybridization. So basically we know the carbon have 6 atomic numbers, so therefore hybridization is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. So in second cell, that is 2 orbitals present, that is 1, 2s and 2p. Therefore they carrying 4 valence electrons, therefore carbon have 4 valence electrons. So we know the carbon have 4 valence electron. So 1, 2, 3, 4 valence electron carbon have, and in methane there is 4 hydrogens. That 4 hydrogen combine with our 4 valence electrons, that by combining they form the 4 sigma bonds. So we know the formula, that is hybridization equal to the number of sigma bond plus number of lone pair. So by putting the value in the formula, that is 4 sigma bond, so 4 sigma bond are nothing but the 4 atomic orbitals. So basically we have 4 atomic orbitals, so therefore hybridization is sp3. 1s and 3p are nothing but the sp3 hybridization. So they satisfy 4 atomic orbitals, 1s and 3p. So possible geometry of methane is a tetrahedral, and bond angle between the hydrogen is 109.5 degree. I hope you understand both example. Now take third example, that is a chloroform. So in chloroform, carbon. So basically carbon have 6 atomic numbers. So therefore electronic configuration of the carbon is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. That is total 6 electron are present in carbon. So in second cell there is total 2 orbital, 2s and 2p, and 2 orbital carry 4 valence electron, that 2 and 2, that is 4 valence electrons. So basically we know the carbon have the 4 valence electron, 1, 2, 3. In given example chloroform, there is basically 3 chlorine, that is 3 chlorine and 1 hydrogen. That 3 chlorine combined with our 3 valence electron, and 1 hydrogen combined with our 4 valence electron, that is last valence electron, that is 4. So basically they form 4 bonds with our carbon. So therefore 4 sigma bond they form. So therefore there is a 4 sigma bond. So 4 sigma bond are nothing but the 4 atomic orbitals. So we know the formula for calculation hybridization, that is the number of sigma bond plus number of lone pair. So there is no lone pair, only there is 4 sigma bonds. So by putting these 4 sigma bonds in this formula, that is a 4 sigma bond. So 4 sigma bond are nothing but the 4 atomic orbitals. So basically hybridization is the sp3. 4 atomic orbital in the sense 1s and 3p are nothing but the hybridization of the carbon in the chloroform. And possible geometry of this and structure of a chloroform is and geometry is tetrahedrals. I hope you understand the third example also. Now let's understand example number 4. Example number 4, that is a carbon dioxide. So basically in carbon dioxide there is a carbon. So we know atomic number of carbon is 6, and electronic configuration of the carbon is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. So basically in second cell, that is 2s and 2p, there is a total 4 valence electron, that 2 and 2, that is 4 valence electrons. So basically 4 valence electrons. So we know carbon have 4 valence electron, 1, 2, 3, and we know the oxygen atom have capacity, that is oxygen have 2 valency, and basically combined with the two items. So basically one oxygen combined with two valence electrons. So we have two oxygen atom that combine with first two valence electron, and second oxygen atom also combined with that remaining two valence electron. Therefore they totally form two sigma bonds with our carbons, two sigma bond with our carbons. So that is two sigma bond are nothing but the two atomic orbitals. So we know the formula for hybridization, that is number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pairs. In this example there is no lone pairs, so only sigma bond, two sigma bond we can put in this formula. So by putting the two sigma bond in the formula, so two sigma bonds nothing but two atomic orbitals. So basically two atomic orbitals. So therefore hybridization of the carbon dioxide is the sp, only sp, that is two atomic orbital they satisfy me, in the sense one s and one p. So there is only two sigma bonds in the carbon dioxide, and possible geometry is the linear. This is one sigma bond and this is another sigma bond, and remaining there is a two pi bond are present in the carbon dioxide, and bond angle between these two oxygen is the 180 degree. I hope we understand the hybridization of the also carbon dioxide. Now let's understand the example number 5, that is ammonia. So in ammonia there is a nitrogen. So we know nitrogen have atomic number 7, and electronic configuration of nitrogen is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So we know the nitrogen belong basically group number 15. So we, after calculating electronic configuration, there is a in 2s cell and 2p subcell, there is total 5 valence electron in second cell, that is a 2 plus 3, that total 5 valence electron present in second cell of the nitrogen. So basically there is a 5 valence electron in the nitrogen. So basically nitrogen have 5 valence electrons, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know the in ammonia there is 3 hydrogen, that 3 hydrogen combined with the 3 valence electrons, that 1, 2, 3. After combining three hydrogen with 3 valence electron of nitrogen, so we remaining 2 valence electrons. That 2 valence electron, there is no any atom to combine with this 2 valence electron. So basically this 2 valence electron form a one lone pair. So basically we know the lone pair are nothing but the non-bonding pair. So there is a R as a non-bonding, this electron remain as a non-bonding. So in ammonia there is a 3 sigma bonds and one lone pair, that is non-bonding pair of electrons. So basically therefore 3 sigma bond plus one lone pair are nothing but the 4. So 4 nothing but 4 atomic orbitals. So we know the formula for hybridizations. Hybridization is nothing but number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pair. So in this example there is a 3 sigma bonds. 3 sigma bond basically formed by 3 hydrogen with nitrogen 3 valence electrons, and one lone pair, that is a 2 electron make a one lone pair, that is non-bonding electrons. So by putting this one lone pair and 3 sigma bonds equal to the 4, that is 4 atomic orbitals. Right now we have the 4 atomic orbitals. So possible hybridization is sp2, sp3, that is 1s, and 3p, that is 4 atomic orbitals. That is nothing but the 4 atomic orbitals. And possible geometry for the ammonia is a trigonal pyramidals, and bond angle is 107.5 degree. I hope you understand the also for atom having the lone pair, that is ammonia. Now let's understand example number 6, that is PCl3, that is a dichlorophosphorus. So we know phosphorus have atomic number 15, therefore electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s, 2, 3p, 5, that is total 15 electrons, that is total 15 electron. Now in valence electron are nothing but the last cell. So last cell is 3 cell, cell number 3. So in 3 cell there is a third number cell, there are 2 atomic orbitals, that is the s and p, that carry the 2 and 3 electron, that is 2 plus 3, that is total 5 valence electron in the phosphorus. So we know now phosphorus have 5 valence electron, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in PCl3 there is 3 chlorine atoms. We know that 3 chlorine atom combined with 3 valence electron of the phosphorus. Now there is a total 5 electron. Out of that 3 are utilized. Remaining 2 valence electron. That 2 valence electron form a one lone pair, that is a non-bonding electron pairs. So therefore there is a 3 sigma bonds and 1 lone pair in the PCl3. So we know the formula for calculation hybridization equal to number of sigma bond plus number of lone pair. So in PCl3, 3 sigma bond formed by chlorine with the our 3 valence electron of phosphorus, and 1 lone pair is formed by the 2 remaining valence electron of the phosphorus. So therefore 3 plus 1 equal to 4, that is 4 atomic orbitals. So in the 4 atomic orbitals, so therefore hybridization sp3. So sp3 in the sense there is 1 s and 3 p, 3 p orbitals. So therefore sp3 hybridization are nothing but the 4 atomic orbitals. So in this way we can calculate the hybridization of the PCl3, phosphorus in PCl3. Therefore possible geometry of the PCl3 is the trigonal planar. So trigonal planar and having the 1 lone pair. So basically phosphorus have 1 lone pair and they form a 3 sigma bond with the our phosphorus. This 3 chlorine form the 3 sigma bond with our phosphorus and 1 lone pair. So basically 1 2 3 and plus 1 lone pair, that is a 4 atomic orbitals. So therefore the hybridization is sp3. Now let's understand another example, that is example number 7, PCl5, that is a pentachloro phosphorus. So we know phosphorus have atomic number 15, electronic configuration 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s 2 3p3. So we know valence electron nothing but the electron present in the last cell. So last cell is basically 3 cell, third number cell. So in third number cell there is 2 orbitals s and p. So s carried 2 electron, p carried 3 electrons. So total valence electron is 5, that is 5 valence electrons. So we know the phosphorus have now 5 electrons, 1 2 3 4 5. So that is, we know the in PCl5 there is a total 5 chlorine. So that 5 chlorine form the 5 sigma bond with our phosphorus 5 valence electrons. So basically by combining this 5 chlorine with 5 electrons, that make the 5 sigma bonds. So basically formula for hybridization is number of sigma bond plus number of lone pair. In this PCl5 there is no lone pairs, so only 5 sigma bonds. So that is 5 plus 0 lone pair equal to 5 atomic orbitals. So 5 atomic orbital equal to the hybridization sp3 and d, that is s 3p and d, that is a total 5 atomic orbitals. So therefore hybridization is sp3d. This is the structure of PCl5, that is a trigonal bipyramidal. Now take another example, that example number 8, that is a hexafluorosulfur. So in hexafluorosulfur there is a sulfur atom is center atom. So we know the atomic number of sulfur, that is 16. So therefore electronic configuration is 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s 2 3p4. So total there is a 16 electrons. So we know valence electron are nothing but the electron present in last cell. So last cell is the third cell. So third cell carry total 6 electron, that is a s carry 2, p carry 4, that is 2 plus 4, that is 6 valence electron. Now we know sulfur have 6 valence electron, that is a 1 2 3 4 5 6 valence electron have sulfur. So now in this example hexafluorosulfur there is total 6 fluorine atoms, that 6 fluorine combined with our 6 valence electron, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6, that is 6 fluorine combined with our 6 valence electron. So that form a 6 sigma bonds. So we know the formula for hybridization. number of sigma bond plus number of lone pair. In this example, no lone pair, only 6 sigma bonds, so equal to 6, that is a 6, that is a 6 atomic orbitals. So therefore hybridization is sp3d2. sp3d2 in the sense 1s 3 p orbital and d2 orbitals, that is total 6 atomic orbitals. Therefore hybridization of the hexafluorosulfur is sp3d2, and possible structure of the hexafluorosulfur is this, and the geometry of the example is octahedrals. Now take next example, that is example number 9, that is water. So in this water there is oxygen atoms. So we know atomic number of oxygen is 8. So electronic configuration basically 1s2 2s2 2p4, that is so we know valence electron present in the last cell. So there is a last cell is a 2, cell number 2. So in 2 cell there is 2 orbital s and p. S carry 2 electrons, p carry 4 electrons. So 2 plus 4, that is equal to 6. So therefore total valence electron in the oxygen is 6 valence electrons. Now we know the oxygen have 6 valence electron, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now in water there is a H2O. In water H2O there is a 2 hydrogen atoms. So that 2 hydrogen atom combined with our 2 valence electron of the oxygen, and oxygen have total 6 valence electron. That's 2 hydrogen combined with 2 valence electron, and remaining 4 valence electron now form a lone pairs. That 2 electron, out of that 2 electron form one lone pair, and remaining 2 electron also form a second lone pair. So basically in oxygen atom there is a 2 lone pair and 2 sigma bond. That 2 sigma bond basically made by the 2 hydrogen atom with the 2 valence electron of the oxygens. So there is 2 sigma electrons and 2 lone pair formed by oxygen, that is 2 lone pairs. So we know the formula for hybridization, that is the number of sigma bond plus number of lone pair. So by putting this value in this formula, there are two sigma bonds, that is 2 sigma bond formed by the 2 hydrogen atom, and two lone pair is formed by 4 non-bonding electrons, that is a non-bonding electron 2. So there is 2 plus 2, that is equal to the 4. So 4 atomic orbitals. So therefore hybridization of the water is hybridization of oxygen in water is sp3, that is a 1s and 3p, that is a total 4 atomic orbitals. So therefore, and possible geometry of this and structure of the water molecule this is V shape. So basically this 2 sigma bond formed by 2 hydrogen atom, that is 2 sigma bond formed by our 2 hydrogen atom with our 2 valence electrons, and that is a this is the 4 electrons, that is a 1 lone pair carry 2 electrons, and second lone pair carry 2 electrons, that is a 4 non-bonding electron present in the oxygen in water molecules. Now last example of our today's topic, that is example number 10, HCl, that is hydrochloric acid. So we know there chlorine. So chlorine have atomic number 17 and electronic configuration equal to 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p5. So we know valence electron are those electrons which present in the last cell. So last cell is a 3 cell. In 3 cell there is a 2 orbital s and p. S carry 2 electrons, p carry 5 electrons. Therefore total electron in the chlorine is 7 valence electrons. So right now we know the chlorine have 7 valence electrons, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So there is 7 valence electron chlorine have. Now in HCl there is only one hydrogen atom. So one hydrogen combined with our 1 valence electron, that form the 1 sigma bonds. Now remaining there is out of 7 there is 1 get sigma bond form. Now remaining 6 valence electron. Now 6 valence electrons. Now 2 electron combined from 1 lone pair. Now remaining also out of remaining 2 electron also combined from second lone pair, and last electron valence electron also combined from third lone pair. So therefore there is total 1 sigma bonds and total 3 lone pair in HCl carry. So we know the formula for hybridizations, number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pairs. So number of sigma bond, basically HCl, there is one atom in HCl, that is hydrogen, that combined with our one valence electron, so therefore one sigma bonds. And number of lone pair, there is a total 3 lone pairs, that is formed by 6 electrons, 6 valence electron, so therefore 3 lone pairs. So therefore 3 plus 1, that is 4, therefore 4 atomic orbitals. So we know there is 4 atomic orbital, therefore hybridization is sp3, means 1s and 3 free equal to 4 atomic orbital, therefore hybridization is sp3. And structure of the HCl and geometry is this is a linear geometry. I hope you understand trick to find out the hybridization of the atom in given chemical compounds. So basically, you first step, you know the valence electron. So basically, you can find out the valence electron by their electronic configuration if you know atomic numbers. After you find out the valence electrons, you know the formula, that is the hybridization equal to number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pairs. So after you can find out the number of sigma bonds and number of lone pair. Lone pair are nothing but the non-bonding electron pair. By putting this value in this formula, you get the number of orbitals. So basically, by if you know number of orbitals, then you can easily find out the hybridization of the atom in given chemical compound.